everybody, we are back with another unboxing.
Ethan has decided to join me again.
Snappity, snap, snap, snappy.
He's doing snappies. So obviously you can see we've got the Going Gear EDC Club, which is one of my personal favorites. Now, Ethan, I'm going to explain why this is a little bit different. Because some of the other boxes we look at, there are a lot of kind of outdoors and survival type boxes. So do you know what EDC stands for? Have you ever heard that, EDC?
No.
EDC means everyday carry. So that could be one of two things. Everyday carry could mean something that a person has lined up that they use every day. Like some people have in their everyday carry, they would consider it maybe like a specific knife, a tool, a pen, a watch, a special, you know how I have like my wallet, my special wallet that I always have?
Yeah.
So their everyday carry could be stuff that they personally have lined up for every day. Another way to look at everyday carry are things that you could use in an everyday situation as opposed to like survival stuff. So this is a subscription that is meant for that everyday scenario, stuff that you could just carry around with you all the time, just like off in the woods, okay? So we think about it in a different kind of way. That's why I love this one so much. So let's not show them this. Do you want to just pull on this, try to open it up? Oh, is it too hard to open? Do we need to cut it? Would you need to use maybe a new item of yours?
Yes.
Yeah?
If you guys haven't seen like one of the earlier videos that we've done, we got this and I got to open it. And
so I think the best way to do this would be to get it in there and cut down in that fold. And it's okay, my fingers are clear. You don't have to do one straight cut. You can do many cuts if you need to. So why don't you try getting it in that corner? See that little corner? And right there. Remember, hold it with your whole hand wrapped around the handle. Get a real, there you go. Get a real good grip on the knife. And then you could get right there. Pull it back. There you go. Good. All right, doing great. Doing great. See, sometimes it's better to make a series of smaller cuts where you have better control over the knife than to, you're poking me.
Sorry.
I'm trying to hold, there you go. Than to just try to do one big cut. All right, one more. Good job. Nice work. You want to pull the stuff out?
Yeah. So we're just gonna put this back in so it's safe.
Very safe. Nice.
Do everything very slowly.
That's a Wee knife. That's a very good brand of knife. That's a pretty fancy brand. That's Vosteed. That's actual a pretty. It's not necessarily as well. I'll talk you through it as we go. Oh, you're gonna enjoy that. Okay, got something else in there?
I would like one. Ooh, a stick. Ooh.
Oh.
That.
It's a cool raccoon. And you know what? I'm gonna need new stickers because I told people in another video, I haven't told you, I'm going to be making a new board because my old one's getting pretty cut up, so I just kind of want to save it for what it is. Ooh, that's got some metal polish on it. I should clean that up. You don't want to touch that. It's gross. All right, so if we need it, yeah, if we need to cut it, yeah, you can open it. So this is the premium. So Going Gear is a whole website, and they're in Georgia, and they sell a whole lot of really cool stuff. So there's a standard and then there's a premium. So everything in the EDC Club is an item potentially on their website. So the premium always has a higher end item. We've seen EDC Club boxes with like 10 items in it and sometimes just a few, all depending on the value. So whenever they have prices, it's not MSRP, it's directly from their website, and they have some really cool stuff on their website. So we'll start with the standard and we'll save the premium for last, okay?
Okay, so
which of these two items do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the Vosteed knife or the Night Eyes Light?
Which one's the Vosteed knife?
This is the Vosteed knife.
I wanted a knife first.
And Vosteed has sent me, they have contacted me directly just to send me some of their knives to review. Well, okay, that's not the safest way to do it.
Like this?
Like that. And so what I would do is, see how there's like a space for you to put your blade in there? I would put the blade right in that little space and cut through the tape. That way it kind of helps control. Okay, once again, put your hand all the way around the knife, so the handle, so that you have control over the blade. Okay. And you don't have to push real hard. Let the blade do the work for you. Just pull it across the tape. There you go. Did you get it? Pull it across the tape. There you go. One more, maybe? Yep. Like I said, just pull the blade through it. Let the sharp blade do the work for you. You don't have to like physically push. There you go. Perfect. All right. So you want me to read this while you open it up?
Yeah.
All right. It's the Vosteed raccoon, which actually I had one from Vosteed that I just haven't done the unboxing with yet. So this is cool. Oh, but this is going to be a special one. So this is, they use Raffir Noble. I have shown you guys Raffir composite material on the channel before. So this is actually a special version. This is a Going Gear exclusive version of the raccoon. So I'll compare this to the regular raccoon. This is going to be really cool. You're going to love this handle. Nitro V steel, which is, I think, better than the standard. So look, they gave us a big version of that sticker and a small version.
I want the small one.
You can have the small version.
Here's this.
The Going Gear price is $79.99. Again, this is an exclusive version.
Ooh, wait. Is this Velcro? I think it is.
Yeah, you could probably take that right off.
No, it's like, there's this right here.
Very nice. Oh,
Look at that. And then there's the Velcro on this, so I can just attach it.
something else I like to do, if there's like some information on the box, and this talks about the steel and the handle, I like to show them that so they could see. Because this is an exclusive. This is also, you can tell this is a slightly different box than I've seen Vosteed knives come in before. So
Okay, so can I open it?
go ahead.
So it's already kind of open. But looks like a taco case or something.
A taco case.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay, here's this cleaning thing for the knife.
Real nice quality paper, actually. The little insert as well. Just.
And then.
Were you trying to? You want this on camera? You want this like we'll get it nice and we'll get it right in the center.
Now I want the knife to be in the center, but.
Oh, well, you can put the knife right on this.
Ooh. Ooh, this
Check
feels...
out that handle, huh? So this is, oh, that feels nice. It's a different Raffir pattern than I have showed previously. I'll probably give you a little linkity-doo up here to show you the other Raffir material that we've used. Raffir makes some really cool stuff, but this actually reminds me a little bit of the oh, I can't think of the brand name, but they make some really cool acrylic stuff. So they've got a deep carry clip for tip up, and it's reversible left or right with a filler tab. It's called a filler tab, so that you don't just have an empty space. Clip is nice. Okay.
Hey Dad, how do you like...
Oh, I like your little setup. Tell you what, do you want to be the first one to open it up?
Yeah, so how do I open it?
So this is, remember we talked about this, is called the thumb stud. So you just use your thumb to push it out.
Okay. And then...
And so, well, first show, oh, there you go. You got it. That's called the button lock.
Ooh.
But let's do it a little on camera there so people could see.
Then, either like that. This is actually very easy. Especially to close it. You just kind of, it'll fall down by itself. Just.
You know, we have a term for that. We call it drop shutty. When it just closes on its own like that.
Yeah. So we got it. So this knife is a drop shutty.
Drop shutty.
You can try that.
Oh, thanks.
I like that snap.
Yeah, that's a good snappy sound. I love a good snappy sound. So Nitro V steel, which is great EDC steel, fairly new. I mean, it's been out, a handful of years already, but fairly new to the market as opposed to some others. And I want to say it was first used on a TJ Schwartz design, but I'm not sure entirely. Inset steel liners with some skeletonizing to lighten it up. It is a very light knife, but that handle pattern's really cool. And it's got texturing. It's got some, I don't know, it's called lines. It's got lines to give you a little grip. Bearings. It's a very nicely done knife. I can't wait to compare it to the regular raccoon so we can take a look. But we need to do our test. I have a piece of cutting money right here. I'm gonna let you try it again because you've been trying to learn how to do the cutting money, right?
Yeah.
All right. So make sure you have a good, safe grip on the blade. And remember, so what you do is you're gonna angle and you're gonna pull and just very, very, very gently push down, but start pulling before you push down. Okay. Wow. Nice. How does that feel? Does that feel really easy?
Yeah, yeah? It's very easy. Can you like turn it kind of?
Where have you want me to turn it?
Like that. That way.
You got to make sure it's going at an angle a little bit. Okay.
Keep forgetting.
Yeah. Well, that's much better than you have done in the past. Yeah. So once it's like partially cut, it's a little hard to get it. Got to get it right in that angle, but that is.
Yeah, look how easy and smooth
that is. Super smooth.
Yeah.
We're not going to do the cord right now, okay?
Yeah.
I was using it for something else. But what do you think? Do you like this knife? You don't like this knife, or is it mad?
I would put it in. Let's make a new section. One of the best. You're
gonna put it in one of the best?
Yeah, that's a new section.
Ethan's one of the best, and I like the case too. The case is nice and soft. It's got good padding. It would protect your knife. Okay, so next
is this flashlight.
So I think you're gonna need your knife to cut these little elastic
I want to start with this one and then work my way down.
Just remember, because there's this little floppy, make sure you're always cutting, down and away from you when you're cutting those things. Remember, hand wrapped all the way around the handle. Good, there you go. Sometimes it helps if you just push the knife in as far as it'll go inside that little thing, see? And you don't even need to, that's what I'm saying, you let the blade do the work for you. You don't have to push so hard. You just, you just slip it right out. So the Night Eyes Radiant, we've seen this before from, I don't know, a few different boxes. It's kind of like a little mini lightsaber. Can you unscrew it? It probably has a little, unscrew this cap part. Probably has like a little plastic thing we have to take out that's protecting the battery.
Nope.
Oh, no. It's micro USB rechargeable.
Okay, that's cool.
You gotta line up those little notches in there. And then twist it. Okay, so go ahead and just hit the button, see if it turns on. It is here, I'll turn this off.
Ooh, wait, it's rainbow.
Gotta get it on the...
Ah, it's rainbow.
Is it just switching colors all on its own?
Yeah. Then... Okay.
Press the button. Can I see it for a second? I'm just wondering if we... Yeah, so you can...
Okay, so you can't keep it on one mode, then switch it. You have to,
So if you just press the button and let it go, it will give you this rainbow mode. If you press the button repeatedly, you can cycle through the colors. So you got red, green, blue,
and then flash too. There's a flash one.
And then like a strobe. But like if you press it to bring it to a color, it'll stay there. So that's nice.
Dad,
yes.
Watch this. Does it?
I knew. I was just wondering how long it was going to take till it became a lightsaber. So let me ask you this: what would you do with that? Besides playing with it like a lightsaber, what would you think that would be good for?
Maybe like going in the dark. Like maybe you could do the green one, like around. basically,
Look
because
around.
that is actually kind of good. Wait, can you
What?
turn the light off?
Okay.
Yeah, so as you can see, yeah, like this is a very good for like looking in the dark or something.
What about do you think it would be good if what if we went for a walk? Remember we used to go for walks all the time in the old house on the walking trail? What
Yeah,
about
or
like
in the woods.
yeah, what about going for a walk at night? You think that would help cars see you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about also what about if we were at we were camping? Oh, it does give you a little spotlight. Look at that. Maybe for marking where our tent was to get back to it, or what else do you think it could be used for? Can you think of any other use? It's okay if you can't. Sometimes it's hard to think on the spot. There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just asking if you can think of anything.
Maybe like somebody, if like maybe somebody gets lost and somebody else goes to look for them, the person that gets lost has this. They could like flash up in the air.
That's a great idea.
And then the other person can find them easily.
That's a very good idea. See, so there's a lot of different uses we could use for these. Could also be used, if you keep it in the car, if you break down on the side of the road, you could use this, kind of put it in the roadway or on top of your car as a warning. I mean, there's a lot of different things you could use with these. The thing is, Night Eyes makes good stuff. I like them, and it comes with one of the Night Eyes S clips on top, this is the smallest one they make. I have a few of these on my keys for different things for quick release, but I think that this is useful. They give this price of $12. I have a feeling this is going to be used more as a lightsaber in the house than anything. But so, what do you think? Are you a fan of this? Do you like it?
Lightsaber rating. That's my rating.
Lightsaber rating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next item, which is so these are the only two items in the standard box. Now, we is a company, they make some very fancy, very expensive knives. They also make some knives that are not so expensive and fancy for people that don't have that money to pay. The value on this knife, Ethan, is $216. As you're dropping it, it's okay. It's very safe in the box. This is a $216.75 knife. Now,
wow.
let me ask you this. Do you think that this is more expensive than any other knife I have, less expensive, or about the same as other knives I have?
I think I have a more expensive knife.
I do have very much more expensive knives than this. However, if you think about a knife that you're going to carry around just every day, you probably might not want to spend more than this. If it's a knife that's going to be in your pocket all the time, and something might happen to it, you might not want to spend more than that. You might not even want to spend that much because something could happen to it. But you also don't want to just buy a cheap knife that is not good quality. You do want to spend the money on a good quality knife, and I'll explain more why it's better to spend a little bit more on a good quality thing than just buy something cheap that's you're gonna have to replace over and over. But this is called the Colex.
Ooh, look at that difference! Look at that.
You like that?
It's golden on the actual box. Yeah, that. Okay.
So this is a blade made of something called CPM. That means Crucible. I can't remember right now. Anyway, it's a company called Crucible. They make very good steel. CPM 20CV steel. It's very good steel.
Ooh, look at this. Take a look at that.
Yeah, if you fold it out, it probably shows you some more of the knives they make.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at that.
Hey, it's a nice foot you got on the screen there. It's okay. I was just showing you. It's okay. You know what? I've had to edit out my own feet and knees and stuff so many times.
Ooh, this is...
I'm willing to bet that's what the knife looks like. And I'll tell you what. This is the style of a very specific knife designer, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest with you.
Then there's this. You can pause the video right now if you want to read that.
Okay.
Now this is just in case if the knife gets wet.
Well, good, good, okay. That's what, you know why I always call them do not eats?
Yeah,
Why? Because it says
do not eat.
very prominently, do not eat. Like, I don't know what the big deal, I don't know, maybe there's an epidemic of people eating them.
Hopefully it's not like the tripod trend.
Yeah, it might have been. Well, no, it's a little different, I guess.
Then here's this.
How does this cloth feel compared to the other cloth?
Where is the other?
I don't know.
Oh, it's right.
It's okay, don't worry about it, we can do it later. But does that feel like a really nice cloth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because this is a relatively expensive brand, they give you really nice cloth.
So, I want to make it so everything's visible.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now.
I'll tell you what, I'll move this so that you can display.
Now for the big guns itself. Look at this. www.vknife.com, and then it says made better. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Dad, come on, we have to do a tiny song. Da, da, da. Na, 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 da, da, na, na, na. Na 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 da da na 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 na. Ooh, Dad, feel this.
Oh, that's that's soft.
Yeah, it's on this side too.
Yeah.
So it looks like you can fit 2 knives in here. Cause yeah. And now.
Oh, this is not at all the knife that's in there. Okay.
Yeah, it still looks
nothing
cool
to do with
though. Grab this. Its packaging is looking in there.
Can you grab that paper towel right there? Because I see some oils on here that we might want to. That's not a bad thing. There's oil in the. Oh.
What?
This is a titanium. This is all titanium. Titanium's a very expensive metal.
Ooh.
Okay.
Look at this, guys.
Let's get real close because it's got what we call a tumbled finish, which is very nice.
So it's got a nice logo on the other side. It's got a nice little point where you can put in your pocket. Overall, there's also this.
It's okay. A lot of times with a flipper, the first time or so, you gotta get it going.
Look at that. Now we just kind of.
Got another button lock. Gotta use the tip of your thumb to really push that.
Look at that. Oh, sorry. Look at that.
Careful, don't get a little too confident there. All right, gotta be still safety minded. It's a new knife. We're not entirely sure what the action is yet, so once we get used to it, we can do real fast movements. But until we have a little experience, we want to be a little cautious using it.
Here, you can try to do the snap.
Okay, thanks.
It's really good.
Let me show a little bit. So it's a very nice EDC size. It's titanium and steel, so it's got some weight, but it's a beautiful finish on it. So fit and finish, when I talk about that means how it's all put together and made. See how like all the screws are even with the surface and everything? Very excellent fit and finish. Nice accents and everything on there. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, you should keep this.
I will keep that.
Yeah.
Great action there.
Tell me when we should start comparing the 2 knives.
Well, we can compare them, or we can.
Actually, the 2 knives.
They're just a little bit different. But in terms of, I love the blade. I love the blade shape on this. It's called a drop point blade, but it's got lots of cutting surface. It's not quite a satin finish, like a bead blasted finish. It's very simple though. I like that it's a very simple knife, but excellent materials. Did we do the thumb studs? Thumb studs work really well too.
Wait, what's Oh, we
Thumb
can't
studs?
try thumb studs?
Yeah, you're gonna have a little more trouble with those thumb studs, I think, but let's give it a try. It's
Ow.
just because it's just because the way the knife is designed is a little bit. I'll explain detent to you later. Do we have a cutting money anywhere around? I might add I had a few more cutting monies. I have to get another package. Thanks. Oh, that's really nice. Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, gotta remember at an
At an
angle.
angle. Just there you go.
Wow.
Go try again. Try again. It's okay.
Yeah.
Feels good, doesn't it? So what do you think felt better? This one through the money or the other one?
I honestly do not know.
That's okay.
I,
Hey, you know what? The one doesn't have to feel better than the other. That's all your opinion of how you feel like it cuts.
I actually feel like this one cuts a little better.
I would expect that it would, because of the brand and. So you're gonna have once you get it curled like that, you're gonna have a little trouble. So let's get rid of that part right there. We can try again.
Look how smooth this is. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Sometime could you help me with the live stream?
Sure.
Because I really want to do live streams.
It is a very nice, well done blade.
Yeah. I feel like it's the perfect one ever to exist.
Well,
In all of knives.
and that is cool. See, that's a very personal thing. Picking out a knife that feels perfect to you is very personal to everybody, because what feels perfect to you might feel really uncomfortable to somebody else, and it doesn't have so much have to do with how much a knife costs or what it's made of. You could find a very cheaper price knife that feels like the very perfect knife to you, and that's cool. Someone else might find a super expensive knife that feels perfect to them. It's really what really is important is how a knife feels to you and how it works in your hand.
Can I see how good it works on folded paper?
Well, yeah, that's something we don't normally do, but if you would like to try that out, it's going to be a little bit different because you're changing the angles and parameters and how the paper folds. And
Actually, it doesn't feel that different, actually. Yeah. It really does not feel that different. And now I kind of destroyed. Oh.
It's paper. We'll get more. It's okay. So, do you want to compare the two a little bit?
Yeah. Look at this. So they're about the same size. Let's see which one has the better clickety clack thing. This one definitely goes down easier, I have to say. This one, it's not.
You have to push that button in more. Well, see, this is all about learning the knife. Remember I said we have to get familiar with it? So you have to push it in and get that angle right. See, this button needs to be pushed in a little bit more.
So, this part. So that I want your opinion about these two parts, about those parts.
Which parts? The button?
Yeah, we're gonna break them both.
Well, this button, so here's the thing. This button's easier to push, but that also means that it could accidentally be hit a little easier. You could accidentally brush that and have it close when you don't want it to. This button is harder to push, but it's less likely to close by accident, like if your fingers are in there. So there's two ways to look at that. This does take a little bit more familiarity with the knife to close it. So what do you think is better? You think it's better to be easier on your finger, or do you think it's better to be a little harder to close by accident? That's entirely up to you, because some people aren't worried about it being closed by accident because that's just not something that they're concerned with, and that's fine. It's all down to the person.
I honestly feel like if the knife could close kind of like this, but easier, I think I would like this. Oh.
There, see, like I said, you just gotta get used to it a little.
Okay, so now I kind of honestly think this one is better.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because it's made of titanium, it feels more stronger to me somehow. I don't know how. It just does.
So this is, it's just they're built different, like I said. This is, I don't want to, it's hard to say better or worse. This is probably a bit more well made than this. This is not a bad knife. This is a good knife, and this will do good work for you and last you a long time. This will probably last you a little bit longer and be a little bit tougher. But again, there's a big price difference.
Yeah.
This is only about $80. This is about $220. So we're looking at different expectations of what they're going to do for us at those two different prices, you know? It's okay to like both. You don't have to like one better than the other. You can like both very much and carry them at different times. That's the whole thing that's what I love about collecting knives. You can like two knives just as much in two different ways for two different things. It's a really cool thing because, like I said, it's very personal to every single person for what they like, how they like it, what they like it for. It's you know, it's really cool. But I like them both. I especially like this one because it's so unique. When something is exclusive to the store, it means that no other store in the world can sell this model of this knife with this kind of blade steel and this kind of handle material. So we're pretty lucky that we have this subscription, because no one else is going to be able to have this. Like, only people that shop at this store will have that. That's pretty cool. So let's wrap it up a little bit. So we've got, first item was this, and don't worry about comparing it to this. Is this a knife that, let's say you were old enough to carry a knife around with you every day?
Yeah.
Would this be a knife that you would feel cool about carrying around every day?
Yeah.
Yeah? Me too. Me too.
And plus, there's this case. A very nice and good and nice and good and nice case.
Okay. What about this? Is this something that you feel like you could make good use of? Not just playing with as a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Me too. I think it has some good use. And then we have our our premium knife. Is this also a knife that you feel like would be very good for carrying around?
Yeah, just in case.
Me too. I think for all sorts of stuff. And as you get a little bit older, now that you have your first knife that's yours, I'll teach you more about what a knife can be used for day by day as we go.
I want to cut more wood.
Okay, we can work more outside with your Mora. I forgot, that's not your first knife. Your Mora is your first knife.
And I want to do more fire safety with my fire thing.
We will. We'll work on all that. Well, this has been a good learning opportunity, and I don't know, it's an exciting video for me. I hope it's an exciting video for everybody else.
This is also an exciting video for me.
Very
Dad.
Good, son. So there's a link to Going Gear in the video description. It is not an affiliate link or anything. I just love this subscription, and I think all of you should love it too, so go check it out. And like I said, it's not just a subscription. They have a whole website full of cool stuff, and I buy stuff on there. You know, now and then, every so I go see what they've got, what's going on. They have some great sales and stuff. So it's a good, reliable place. They've got great customer service. So you can go check it out. So Ethan, any words of wisdom before we end the video?
Words of wisdom.
Good words of wisdom, thanks. So remember, guys, hope that you have enjoyed this. Oh, I'm going to start that over. Well, hope that you've enjoyed this. If you're not already subscribed,
subscribe or else.
We don't threaten the viewers.
Aww.
We ask them nicely. Please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that stuff. Remember,
that was a joke, by the way, all you guys.
He's not joking. He's scary. I'm afraid. Send help. Anyway,
he's fine. He's fine.
Anyway, guys, remember that you are totally awesome, and we appreciate every single one of you. and we'll be back again real soon.
Wait, we can't end the video. We'll have to finish packing up first. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Can I end it now?
Yeah.
Thank you.